Hey guys, well today we have some very good news, and a lot of people are starting to say maybe it is time to go all in into Ethereum, into Bitcoin, to cryptocurrencies because of what happened at Fed and what Jerome Powell has said yesterday. And I wanted to make this video, tell you exactly what is my expectation from the market right now, because so far we have been quite correct with the movement. So therefore I have some interesting insight for you and some vision that others probably are not too inclined to actually understand. So let's just jump straight into this. If you look at the dollar index, you will see that we are actually breaking very important support. That's actually signalizing exactly what is about to happen in the world in general, in terms of liquidity, in terms of the fiat currencies and the values of fiat currencies, etc. So we are currently at a very important, it's the level of 100 in the dollar index, and because of yesterday we actually had a lot of volatility here, and we were kind of breaking down from this level. And then once we do, our target is going to be like 90, which is going to be, usually the weakening of the dollar is going to be sending other assets higher for the most part, depending on the macro situation, obviously. But so it is very bullish to see that the dollar is actually breaking down, and it's breaking down quite hard. Like actually yesterday we had a very quick dip. Why is it happening? Now let's get to the FOMC meeting, and then we're gonna get to talking about my Ethereum trade that is starting to look a tiny bit better. I know it's still red, and for most of you it looks pretty ridiculous. However, because I have $1 million loss on it. However, as you might remember, my take profit target on this trade, who cares about $500,000? I don't give a shit about these fucking peanuts. What I care about is a profit of 12 million, 15 million on this trade, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're about to take it. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight into this, and wanted to let you guys, to remind you guys about Tabbit, a fast evolving cryptocurrency exchange that actually is supporting more than 190 countries, and it actually offers this because they have no KYC. And they're quite big, they're evolving fast, and they're the 29th place in CMC, and they have more than 700 cryptocurrencies listed, and they have a multi-billion-dollar volume. So therefore, they can be trusted from what I can understand, and they also have, again, if you're struggling with KYC, etc., this is probably a solution for you right now. And also with my exclusive link down description, this video is also in the pinned comment, to Tabbit, you can claim up to $32,000 in initial deposit bonuses, and all the rules are there, and it's like real money that you can claim for your own trading and just boost yourself as a trader. And generally speaking, use it to your advantage. Link down description of this video. So before we talk about the trade, before we talk about my expectation, before I just tell you whether it is good time for me to also scale my Ethereum trade, and whether it is a good time to go literally all in right now. So first of all, so what happened was that Fed came out and it cut interest rates finally for the first time, and not by 25 basis points, actually by 50 basis points, because the expectations, the consensus was 25 basis points. So that's why the market actually popped quite hard. If you're gonna actually take a look, we're gonna take a look at Bitcoin, but even if you take a look at S&P 500, initially it popped quite hard. So, and it actually is quite nice to see that S&P 500 is going down short term and Bitcoin is actually pumping. So this is what I spoke about before. This could be this decorrelation that we've been waiting for. So, but anyway, the consensus 25, but they're lowering it by 50. I think maybe it's got to do something with elections. They understand that if they keep these interest rates too high, they cannot service this debt, and there's going to be really huge change in unemployment. It can skyrocket very fast, and then we can go to recession, etc. So that being said, right now what we are seeing in terms of the Fed reaction is pretty crazy if you think about it. And right now also there are 2 more rate cuts expected in 2024 in accordance to the press conference that was held by Jerome Powell. So 22 more rate cuts 2024. And so the Fed has greater confidence in inflation nearing 2%. It's close to 2%. And the Fed is waiting for inflation data and jobs report for the decision on the next cut. So they're going to be cutting fast. So therefore, it is bullish. So money from today is starting to come back to the market. Now that's why I was considering, should I scale my trade right now, because I have like $1 million in this account. Okay, $1.1 million. So I still have some room, so I have still the balance of like 322k, plus I've put in like 5 more Bitcoin into it, so I can also convert those and add to this trade right here, which is currently $2.1 million trade. And remember that the take profit here is like, since we've held it for so fucking long, I don't care, my take profit is going to be minimum $12,000 in this, so that's going to be a minimum of $7 million. And I really want to scale this trade further. I will tell you when. And then the take profits would be 10 million, 12 million, 15 million. So therefore, when you're looking at a take profit like this of $7 million on just one trade, yeah, you kind of are becoming ready to sustain these kinds of short-term losses. Yes, painful. Yes, looks ridiculous, long time, painful, but this is what it is when you want to be a trader and you want to take big trades and you want to push like a motherfucker. So, and those who gave up, those who are weak hands, let us hands that, well, enjoy making nothing. Anyway, so this is what the question then becomes: should we add to the trade now? And in my opinion, guys, a lot of people are saying, a lot of hopium right now, that the rate cut is here, that we're gonna just go into a parabolic pump from here. And let me give you my perspective, and there is, in my opinion, about a 30% probability that could literally be the case, that we could be standing at the beginning of this entire bull run, that we're gonna have no consolidation whatsoever, and this whole thing here, this up move, let me put the drawings. So this whole entire up move, since we actually cleared 60,000, we were sitting at 62,000, that this is actually gonna be putting us into the parabolic move. If it is gonna be the case, okay, fine, so be it. I'll just keep this trade at 2.1 million, and then all the altcoins I had and all the Bitcoin I have, and I'll still be fine. I know you guys will still be fine, and we all will be making millions and tens and millions to tens of millions of dollars on just these positions that we have been building for the last 1 year, and especially those we've been building for the last 2 years. Because you might remember the amount of Bitcoin we've been buying, and Ethereum and spot and altcoins, it's pretty freaking crazy. So the result from all of this is going to be pretty insane. But anyway, generally speaking, for me, do I want to be adding here? It is too obvious for me that the market is going to just keep pumping. And if it does, it does. We have positions. But if it doesn't, this is where I want to add. Maybe we can retest even 65 and then go tiny bit lower. And then at the last squeeze, the last bit of the squeeze, that would be fantastic. Yes, we're currently standing a couple of days away from this ending of this danger zone that we've had here. And then, but still, my expectation that the real up move, the real parabolic up move, will begin sometime in October, looking into November, into the actual elections. And it takes time for liquidity to start kicking in. The fact that interest rates were reduced, there could still be this sell the news factor that you have to be careful about. It's still a probability. It's not a guarantee that there will be sell the news type of an event of the interest rate cuts, but there could be. And you have to be ready for it, and you have to be very careful. The reason why we're not having this sell the news event, in my opinion, is because Fed has cut the rates by 50 basis points instead of 25 basis points, but it doesn't mean anything just yet. So be exceptionally careful with leverage right now, and especially like with ETH. Yeah, we kind of are at this very important support of like 2200, and it's a lot weaker because the dominance of Bitcoin is pretty crazy. So the Ethereum and all the altcoins, they will come back just a tiny bit later. So therefore, if there is going to be one last dip before sometime in October, end of September, in this vicinity, if we don't dip and we like end up at like 2700 somewhere here in October 15th, I will still add the trade here. I just want to make sure that we are out of this danger zone completely. I'm not being too emotional here. I'm just being very rational, understanding that the sell the news type of an event for a rate cut that's been awaited for so many years could still be at play. One last dump because of it, possibly, as a potential. So if you're a degen and you're all in, fine, you can do whatever you want. For me, I'm just trying to be a bit careful because I still have already big positions. So that is it, my take. But just generally speaking, guys, congratulations, because the rate cut is here. The unemployment is still stable. And yes, it happened before in 2008, but the situation there macroeconomically was very different. So therefore, yeah, guys, remember about the bonuses on TapBit, no KYC exchange, link down in the description of this video. And also check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade, and it's like a full course. You're going to learn a lot as to how to trade properly, how to execute orders, how to use proper risk and money management, etc., etc. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.